countdown clock reaches 10 minutes. Pre-show starts in 5 minutes. Only 1 minute left until the pre-show starts. The countdown clock reaches 0.
Peggy 18.
In a studio, Yusuf Magid.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Ubisoft Forward.
Neelam Kumar.
We're here backstage, and we've got a great pre-show coming up with updates on a bunch of fan-favorite games before we kick off the main show.
Absolutely. And if you want to find out the latest about the world of Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope, or get ready to sail the high seas in Skull and Bones, stick with us as you're already in the right place.
And that's not all, as today's show is available in 11 languages, 4 sign languages, and 2 audio descriptions. Head over to the link below to find out more.
Ubisoft.com.
Now, on with the pre-show. Let's dive into some news and updates on games you're already playing, starting with Brawlhalla, where an exciting new character is joining the fight.
In a castle, a mace-wielding man cast in shadow battles with an invisible character brandishing a scythe. A mirror cracks, and beyond it, a vampire is visible holding a scythe. The man, wearing a jewel-encrusted headband, wraps the mace around it. Caption, Simon Belmont. Simon battles enemies in front of a gothic castle and a fiery landscape. Now the vampire snarls and hovers in front of a stained glass window. A pale white man with long hair shatters the window with a sword. Caption, Alucard. Alucard fights various characters in a great hall, a dark fortress, and a jungle beach. On a castle wall, Alucard swats bats with his sword and charges at the vampire. Brawlhalla Vania. Releasing October 19th. Brawlhalla.com/play. Logo, Ubisoft.
In a studio, a man sits in front of a microphone.
The Ubisoft Game Makers podcast is back for a new season and with a new name, The 10th Art. This fall, we're inviting Ubisoft developers and some special guests from beyond Ubisoft to explore video games and their place in pop culture and society.
The beauty of video games and science, bringing them together, is that we're bringing research or bringing science to society. And I think that's really important.
The relationship between science and video games, or how fashion and games influence each other, or whether anything can be a game. Check out The 10th Art today wherever you get your podcasts. Listen to our previous episodes and make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any of our new releases.
Ubisoft.com/10th Art Podcast.
Hey, you! Yeah, you, sitting in front of this screen. I see you all. You, stuck on a quest looking for that blasted door key. Or you in the back, always looking for new ways to dominate online in multiplayer matches. Well, today's your lucky day, because now you can visit Ubisoft Gameplan for guides, walkthroughs, collaborations with your favorite creators, and exclusive tips curated by the developers themselves. All of this is created to help you get the most out of your game, whether it's brand spanking new or a seasoned classic. Find Gameplan on YouTube, in-game, and online to gain the confidence of an assassin and the skill of a champion-leveled operator.
Ubisoft.com/gameplan.
Words appear, a Ubisoft original. Deep in a foggy swamp, orange light shines through a crack in a rock at the entrance to a mine shaft.
As a child, I was taught never to fear the dark, to face my enemies with gritted teeth and a steady grip on my blade.
A warrior wields an axe.
But now, my hands tremble.
Tree branches twist around dark figures.
Something has awakened in the mire. Glowing eyes watch in the night. Shadows slither through the woods, and twisted cackles taunt us.
Creatures lurk in the mud.
Brave samurai venture into the swamps.
A dagger rests next to braziers on an altar.
But what comes back? It isn't them.
Warrior's eyes glow white.
A deadly web has been woven, and there is no escape.
They fight beside statues holding lanterns outside a fortress.
My teachings were wrong. Only fools don't fear the dark.
A warrior hesitates outside a forest. A battle begins. Smoke wafts around an altar. An Aramusha with glowing red eyes tosses up their katana and kicks it into a Kensei's chest. He rips out dual blades from the Kensei's chest and delivers a spinning kick to his face. A Valkyrie thrusts its spear, but a Tiandi blocks with his sword. The Tiandi jumps and splits the Valkyrie's head in two. A creature with glowing eyes surfaces in the swamp. One warrior trips another and stabs him in the back. Flames surround the dagger on the altar. A wounded warrior gets ambushed in the forest. In the midst of battle, battle, a Nabushi uses the dagger to cast a spell, paralyzing its enemy. As the dagger glows blue, the Nabushi guts the warrior with it and drags the blade down. Words appear for Honor, Year 6, Season 3, The Demon Dagger. Watch the full Year 6, Season 3 reveal on September 13th. Play the new season starting September 15th.
In the studio,
If you're just joining us, you're watching the Ubisoft Forward pre-show.
In just a little bit, we'll have more exciting news and trailers about our upcoming releases to share with you.
Before we get to this amazing lineup, we still have a couple more announcements. Check this out.
Shall we?
Let's do it.
caption, Alexia Brumet, Content Director.
Hello, everyone. At Ubisoft, for many years now, we've been working with indie studios from across the world. There's been mentoring, there's been funding, there's been awards, but above all, there's been some strong ties and learnings from both sides. And today, we're super thrilled to showcase some game from studios we've had the privilege of working with. Enjoy!
Mikko Kiuru.
Hi there, I'm Mikko. I'm one of the founders of Skyward Entertainment. We are a brand new game company based here in Helsinki, Finland. We are currently working on a game called Second Stone. It will be a nostalgic mashup combining your back-to-the-roots classic action RPG with super tight platforming gameplay. In Second Stone, players will be drawn into this vast and beautiful world, filled with adventure and excitement. However, everything is not as it seems. There is a dark, twisted, parallel universe that hides right in front of your eyes, and only you can get there. You will experience a thrilling and mind-bending story that unravels these secrets of this hidden realm, one piece at a time. To make your journey as fun as possible in Second Stone, we are working really hard in perfecting the gameplay with satisfying tactical combat combined with state-of-the-art character progression systems. Early in development, we were lucky enough to meet with the amazing people at Ubisoft's Open Innovation team. They have supported us in many ways, for instance by providing a very detailed and professional review of our game pitch and demo. This helped us tremendously in taking Second Stone towards the right direction already early on. Thank you all for watching, and please feel free to join us at skywardentertainment.com for more Second Stone.
A sword-wielding man stands over a lush landscape at sunset. Second Stone, the legend of the hidden world. Kim Berthiaume.
Hello, my name is Kim, and I'm the CEO of Unreliable Narrators, a Montreal-based studio dedicated to creating games that empower the voices of those that too often go unheard. We're currently hard at work on our very first project, a narrative-driven game set in 17th century Canada called Two Falls.
2 sets of tracks. Fresh ones.
A riverbank.
We're incredibly lucky to be in Montreal, where Ubisoft has been well established for now 25 years and a very active force in the gaming ecosystem. And we're really happy to have won the National Bank Favorites Award at the Ubisoft Montreal Indie Series. We also got marketing, business, and technical advice from the Ubisoft Entrepreneur Division.
What have you done to our home?
Two Falls is a game of contrasting perspective. Players will experience the intertwining journeys of Jeanne, a shipwrecked girl stranded far from the French colonies, and Maikan, a young Innu whose people have become afflicted by a strange illness. As the name of our studio suggests, nothing is quite as obvious as it seems in our work. Through branching and impactful dialogue options, light investigation mechanics, and wonder at the world around them, players will piece together the mysteries surrounding our two characters. Two Falls is currently set to release on PC in the fall of 2023. If you want to know more about Two Falls, please wishlist the game on Steam or give us a follow on Twitter. Thank you so much.
Two people sit by a campfire. Two Falls, Nishu Takuachina.
Oh, and by the way, that's not all. Starting right now, you can play indie games on Ubisoft Plus, our subscription service, and it just so happens to be free to try this month. So go ahead and check it out.
Multicolored letters swirl to white. Ubisoft Plus. Play indie games with Ubisoft Plus. Game title, Lake. A woman drives a delivery truck along a lakefront. Later, she stands on a deck overlooking the lake with a friend. Fell Seal, Arbiter's Mask. Wizards guard a castle gate. A player chooses a character type from a ring of choices. Evans Remains. In a side-scrolling level, a girl in a white sun hat leaps between platforms. Astrologaster. An Elizabethan-era woman reads astrological signs in the sky. The Last Friend. On a sand-covered highway, a red-bearded hero frees a dog from a cage. A normal lost phone. A player scrolls through photos, Wi-Fi networks, and social media messages. Words appear, and many more to come. A mosaic of different games slide into view. Ubisoft Plus. Try it for free. UbisoftPlus.com.
That's how I was trying to think of how to put in the words. Is if you're gonna do something, just do it all the way.
I
red and black race car speeds around a track. Words appear. Motorflix presents.
What you're gonna do, just fully commit. And even if you have a bad year, you gotta double down.
A driver wears sponsors' names on his black racing suit and fitted hat. Caption, starring Chris Forsberg. Chris pulls on a pair of gloves and a balaclava, tucking it into his collar. Now wearing a helmet with gold lightning streaks, Chris sits in the red and black car. He turns the ignition. Chris's eyes dart around as he shifts gears and pulls the car out of a garage. The passenger side door reads, Nas Energy Drink. Later, a pit member tunes up Chris's tire on a raceway. A DeLorean covered in graffiti pulls up next to the red and black race car. Through an open vertical swinging door, the driver nods at Chris. As they rev their engines, Chris and his opponents stare each other down. The bumper of the DeLorean reads, Showtime. In slow motion, the cars kick up red and blue smoke as their tires spin. Several views from the asphalt show the two cars speeding away from the starting line. Chris takes the lead as they drive down the tire-skidded track. A camera mounted on Chris's car shows a tire rotate as he drifts around a turn. The DeLorean's back tires skid as they round another turn. Chris remains in the lead. The two cars drift in unison as they come to a sharp turn in the track. A mounted camera shows the exposed engine on the DeLorean's hood. The DeLorean passes Chris. An interior cam shows Chris's opponent shifting a large gear. Smoke kicks up from the car's tires as they drift around sharp turns. Chris stays close on his opponent's tail. The DeLorean speeds around another turn without Chris in sight.
Hello, everyone. Motorflix welcomes you back to the Dominion.
The DeLorean races.
After your incredible experience alongside the Forsberg team, prepare to enjoy a whole new episode.
Racing teams prepare.
Get ready to face a winter of fury.
A driver in a turquoise suit grips the wheel. He speeds down a frozen racetrack.
Performance driving on all terrains. That's how things move this season.
The purple and turquoise car kicks up ice as it drifts around a turn. It picks up speed along a straightaway, then drifts past signs pointing out the course. Streams of ice blow in its wake. Red smoke drifts over Chris's parked car. The image glitches, and the DeLorean appears shrouded in blue smoke on the icy raceway.
Prepare to enjoy a whole new episode, The Dominion Frozen.
Words appear. Motorflix presents Dominion Frozen, available September 14th.
1986, Brittany, France. The Guillemot brothers launched Ubisoft. No internet, only creative minds ready to shape the future of entertainment. Today, Ubisoft still needs talented people to create the unknown. And Pierre is one of them. Meet Pierre.
Hello.
Pierre is the kind of person who lives his passion to the fullest. When the first Assassin's Creed game came out in 2007, he knew it could develop into a passion and become a major part of his life. And at first, he wondered if he should take the leap of faith.
Indeed, when I get passionate, I throw myself 100% into things. So, I'd rather think twice.
In the end, he did. And AC, Pierre, and Ubisoft would go on quite an adventure together.
Dressed as an assassin, Pierre dives off an animated building.
Here is the story. Pierre didn't hop on the AC bandwagon immediately. It was a trailer that got him hooked.
No, not this one.
Various trailers play.
Not this one either. Still wrong. It was a fan-made trailer in 2010.
Pan zoom in slow-mo means he's the target. Mysterious hooded man watches from a distance.
I watched it, and then I immediately showed up at my neighbor's, and I play AC all night.
Pierre games.
He instantly became a fan of AC. He loved the story, he loved the aesthetic, the universe. He'd never traveled that much with any other game. And Pierre has a passion for cosplay. He crafts and wears beautiful costumes based on the fictional worlds he loves.
Pierre sews.
So he saw huge potential.
The universe of AC was a playground in which I started to feel very creative. Cosplay is really demanding, and as every passion, sharing it with others is the biggest reward.
Pierre was one of the first ever in France to cosplay Assassin's Creed. These creations and his presence at events around the world quickly earned Pierre a growing audience within the community.
Pierre in costume.
He never missed an opportunity to meet up with people who shared his passion. He did miss the chance to get an AC hoodie at Gamescom one year. He never forgot about that. We'll come back to that hoodie later. Pierre's dedication put him on the radar at Ubisoft, so they sent cosplay kits with top-secret, unreleased character details, giving Pierre the time to make new costumes before game reveals. That's quite a lot of trust.
And a lot of NDAs. That said, we never leaked anything.
A sandy-haired man.
Affirmative. It's quite a lot of trust.
Office lights flashed like lightning.
At this stage, his passion had evolved into a lifestyle. Pierre was stuck on AC, and AC was literally stuck on him. He wrote and shot a whole web series. He organized fan events where he orchestrated quizzes and contests. He never missed an opportunity. Do you remember, Yves?
Oh yes, I remember.
Ubisoft wants a community ambassador at E3 in Los Angeles. Clear the way, people. Here comes Pierre.
It was a dream come true. I met more and more people, many from Ubisoft, and I finally felt like my commitment was recognized.
At this point, Pierre had unlocked every challenge as a player and a community leader. What achievement could he try to earn next? Pierre had a new dream, to be part of the teams at Ubisoft bringing AC to life. Over 7 years and 5 applications, he tried to join Ubisoft. He waited and hoped, never losing sight of his goal. That's a very long time, Pierre. What kept you motivated?
Pierre in a phone booth.
Well, I had a bit of perspective and explored new things, but I stayed positive and passionate.
He slowly closes the booth door.
Positivity and perspective are great, Pierre. Sometimes you just have to put good energy out in the world and hope it comes back. Right, Jean?
Wow, that's pretty deep. I knew Pierre as a community leader for years, so when a position opened in my team to grow the community leader's activity, Pierre was the perfect fit.
Senior Director Jean works on a laptop outside.
And that's how Pierre's dream came true. He finally joined Ubisoft. Today, Pierre is a project manager in the advocacy team.
I build bridges and relationships between the Ubisoft brands and the fans.
Since joining Ubisoft, Pierre has of course found a new way of building community around another one of his passions, laser sabers. But the circle cannot be complete without this slight but significant detail.
An AC hoodie.
You remember this one?
Lucia.
As his first manager, when we changed job and we were no longer working together, I wanted to give him a reward for everything he has done for both Ubisoft and our communities.
Pierre in an office.
What else can we say?
Well, I do appreciate the company, so you should come and join us.
Before I go, did you like this story? Head over to jobs.ubisoft.com to hear more just like this one, and maybe even take your first step towards creating the unknown with Ubisoft.
Ubisoft and Assassin's Creed logos appeared. Hashtag AC15.
And by the way, happy birthday, Assassins.
If you're just joining us, you're watching the Ubisoft Forward pre-show.
In just a little bit, we'll have trailers and announcements about your most anticipated titles to share with you.
But before we get to Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope and Skull and Bones, we still have a couple of our announcements to share with you. Check it out.
Hey everyone, we are from the Anno team based in Ubisoft Mainz, creators of the beloved Anno City Builder series. Our latest title, Anno 1800, transports you to the age of industrialization.
Lisa Maria Wittmann.
It challenges you to build grand cities, manage a complex economic system and logistical network, and deal with competitors through diplomacy or military means.
A ship sails into dock.
Use your fleet to settle on multiple islands, create trade routes, and expand your empire in different regions.
In our current Season 4, we're expanding the New World region of Anno 1800 with new content and stories, as well as standalone scenarios for special challenges.
Oliver Volts.
Our New World Rising DLC will complete that expansion with an additional population tier, new production chains, a grand monument, and new islands to explore. We're very excited to share with you a first glimpse at our upcoming content today, so check out this first teaser and make sure to visit the Anno Union website for more info.
Golden Letters Gleam, a Ubisoft original, Anno 1800, New World Rising. On a table, a wooden model lighthouse shines across a small port town. On a white grid map, model sailing ships stand at the entrance to the harbor. Beside a white blimp, a cloth cover emblazoned with 4 adjoining golden circles in the center begins to rise. The cover lifts up on strings to reveal a stately manor house that overlooks the town. Words appear, try Anno 1800 for free with Ubisoft Plus until October 10th. Light shines through another white cover that masks a circular building. As it lifts, the view moves up a stairway through an arched Colosseum entrance. Anno 1800, DLC 12, New World Rising, available this winter.
Logo, Ubisoft.
We've all been there.
A dirt biker overlooks a canyon.
In the midst of battle.
A blue-winged fighter soars over a bridge.
At the heart of the race.
Cars tear down a steep road.
on top of the highest mountain.
A snowboarder cuts through deep powder.
Or just exploring.
A tractor drives by a coastal village. A Greek bowman looks out at the Acropolis.
But some of us feel the need to stop and capture the moment. To get that perfect shot.
In-game photos taken by players. Sun shines across the water behind a man with outstretched arms. The word Camden painted in red and yellow on a building at night. A warrior strides through a triangular opening into a stone vault. Words appear. Ubisoft presents. A series of in-game photos taken by players float on a black background. Photomode, a Ubisoft in-game photography contest. Submit your most creative shots before October 16th, and your work could be selected by a world-class jury of experts to be featured in a global in-game photography exhibition in New York. A series of in-game clips. A dirt biker flies off a mountain jump. A Viking approaches Stonehenge. A grizzly bear charges a person with a bat. A downhill skier gets ready to race. A prop plane flies down a jungle river valley. Words appear over a cityscape. To allow everyone to participate, Ubisoft Plus is free to try until October 10th. A list of game titles appears. Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Far Cry 6, Watch Dogs Legion, Immortals Phoenix Rising, The Crew 2, Riders Republic, Ghost Recon Breakpoint, The Division 2, and many more. Explore our worlds, make some art. Visit ubisoft.com/photomode for contest details. Words appear. Ubisoft, wow moments. Ghost Recon Wilderlands in a truck.
What do you need to get your parachute?
I need 550 radar-looking things.
Do you have any skill points?
Yes, I have 3.
Jumping from a chopper.
Alright, so let's find you. Guys? Let's get into this area.
The truck explodes.
What the fuck happened?
A player named Sky in Riders Republic skis down course in a white rabbit head. They flip through a ski lift chair, then use a wingsuit to fly through several more. Falling, they backflip onto a dirt bike, then use a snowboard to grind several rails. Words appear on a purple background. Wow! An esports final. Rainbow Six Siege.
2 remain for Astralis with a shotgun at close range. Iconic. Let him go in. No! Iconic, be patient. Be patient. What are you gonna do? You know 2 are there, and he gets a bow. There's only 1 remaining, and Astralis are in good shape. And JR and more came from Iconic.
On stage, the player stands up. Player 14 Bomb 4 in Trackmania drives an F1 race car across a dizzying series of ramps and jumps. After navigating several loop-de-loops and sharp turns, they spin the car backwards in the air and land a jump in reverse. The car continues to speed through the track backwards. Player and Munition in Far Cry 6 targets a farm tractor, then turns to gunmen on the road with hostages.
Oh, you're not the bad guy. Oh, you're the bad guys.
She shoots the gunman. The tractor passes by.
Hang on, I'm trying to be really...
Ammunition's jaw drops.
Oh my god, the farmer just ran over the hostages!
A player in Far Cry 6 shoots a BioVita tanker truck as it passes. They switch to a blowtorch, igniting a red gas that trails from the tanker, and it bursts into flames. Player SuperSing 96K in Roller Champions skates past other players on a brightly colored track. Picking up speed, they glide up the wall and pass through a glowing 5-point disc to score a goal. Words appear. Blue team wins. Wow. Player Finley LK in The Crew 2 flies a green plane sideways over a bay. They arc toward twin high-rises on shore and squeeze between them through a narrow gap. Player GNL Lospin in Brawlhalla fights 2 others on a sewer platform. They slash them off with an axe, then punch them as they fly back. The bomb explodes, blasting them away. Player Mini Warden in For Honor waits as an axe-wielding player charges along a castle parapet. They knock them off the side with one swing of their warhammer. Words appear. Wow moments. Submit your clip. wowmoments.ubisoft.com.
All right, that's all the updates we had for you on the pre-show. Yusuf, want to hear some good news?
Oh, I sure do.
All the games you've just seen in the pre-show, you can try them for free on PC starting right now for a month on Ubisoft Plus.
I like the sound of free. Now, don't run off and start playing just yet. It's time for our main show. You won't want to miss this. So let's kick things off in style and get the party started.
A silver Ubisoft logo shimmers over a desert under a purple sky. The sun shines over the crest of a sand dune and through the Ubisoft logo, creating a rainbow. Words appear. Ubisoft Forward. Inside the studio, Neelam and Yusuf stand on the desert sand in front of the image of the gleaming Ubisoft logo.
Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning into the September edition of Ubisoft Forward, the showcase where you get a taste of all the great things we're cooking up. I'm one of your hosts, Neelam Kumar.
I'm Yusuf Magid, and I'm so happy to be here today because this year we're global, streaming in no less than 11 different languages. So a big hello to everyone around the world.
We're also live in 4 sign languages and 2 audio descriptions, so we got you all covered.
Yo, Neelam, I love this studio. I feel like we're big time now. Come a long way from being interns. I mean, look at us. Hey, come on, look at us.
Look at us, who would have thought?
Not me.
But let's get to the real reason why we're here today. Games. If you caught the Ubisoft Forward pre-show, you should already be caught up on some super exciting updates from current releases. And now, in the next few minutes, we'll show you what you can expect from our live and upcoming games, concluding with a very special Assassin's Creed showcase.
In fact, let's check in with them right now.
Alice Tourette and Danny Wallace.
Well, hello everyone. Stay tuned for the Assassin's Creed showcase coming up later in the show.
We'll celebrate the 15th anniversary of this amazing franchise and share the future of Assassin's Creed.
So don't go anywhere.
We'll be back soon.
Back in the studio,
we'll be catching up with the Assassin's Creed crew later in the show. But we also wanted to remind you that right now, you're all eligible for a 3-month subscription of Ubisoft Plus, giving you access to some of our best games. For more information, check the details on the screen below. And now, on to the games.
That's right, and what a better way to start the show than by diving straight into the colorful world of Mario and the Rabbids. This latest adventure, Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope, is set to release on October 20th on Nintendo Switch. Before we catch up with the game's creative director, Davide Soliani, let's take a quick look.
On a beach near the ocean, a rabbid wearing a Cheep Cheep hat raises their fists and smashes buttons on a DJ turntable shaped like a video game controller. The rabbid presses buttons quickly and grabs a joystick and smiles. Mario and his friends cheer. Lounging rabbids wake up as tall speakers pulse. One of the rabbids does a split. Mario, Luigi, and Princess Peach dance next to their rabbid selves. Rabbid Mario wiggles their arms and hips. Rabbid Mario's smile disappears as Rabbid Edge glares. Davide Soliani, creative director, stands in an animated world.
Hello everyone. A few months ago, we gave you an exclusive on Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope, showcasing the game's unique mix of turn-based combat, real-time action, and open exploration. We also did a deep dive on our unique team of heroes. I want to thank you so much for your tremendous feedback. And I know you now want to see more gameplay. So today we are back to show you for the very first time a first look at one of the quests from the game, including a special battle that we took great pleasure in crafting.
A gate opens up to a lush world. Words appear. Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope. Views of the colorful world.
Hello everyone, I'm Faye, associate producer. Welcome to this new video about Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope.
On a ship.
Today, our heroes travel to Terra Flora in their quest to save the Sparks.
The ship lands on Terra Flora.
This green and usually flowery planet is struck by a drought, caused by Curse's malevolent influence.
Mario, Luigi, and Rabbid Rosalina talk to a rabbid named Sullivan. Go now! Sullivan tells the team to visit the Everbloom tree. Mario leads the team to a rabbid cannon. They climb inside it and are shot out.
To help the planet blossom again, Mario and his friends must reach the top of the volcano. To get there, they will have to find their way to the central station and take the Wiggler train.
Mario collects coins as he runs down a path.
Terra Flora, like all the planets of Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope, is packed with secrets, collectibles to gather, puzzles to solve, and wacky NPCs to talk with.
He talks to a gardener.
With the help of people, heroes can interact with the environment in various ways, to uncover secrets or reveal a hidden path to new zones.
The team crosses a hidden bridge, then enters a tree.
There are many interesting places to visit and secrets to discover on Terra Flora. Giant trees, lush plains, and hidden caves.
Beepo reveals a bridge.
But let's get back on track. We have a train to catch.
Mario and his team sprint through a gate up to the Wiggler train. Sullivan waits for them. All aboard! Sullivan asks Mario if he wants to leave, and you choose yes. The Wiggler train motors down a track overgrown with grass. Flower-shaped wheels spin. Rabbid Luigi tugs on his ears and cheers with Rabbid Mario. The Wiggler train speeds around a turn and passes a real Wiggler. The Wiggler turns red and chases after the train. Rabbid Luigi sees the red Wiggler chasing them. Rabbid Mario jumps in Rabbid Edge's arms as Rabbid Peach takes a photo. The conductor pushes a lever and the train speeds up. Mario looks down the track and pumps a fist. The train escapes through a purple portal, and the conductor smiles and gives a thumbs up. Everyone cheers. Rabbid Luigi gives Peach a high five. Everyone's eyes widen as the Wiggler catches up to the train. The Wiggler headbutts the caboose off of the train. Bowser shakes his fist. The Wiggler rams into the train and everyone floats in the air.
The Wiggler has been enraged by Cursa, and we must stop it before it destroys the train.
Mission instructions are shown.
Mario and his friends will face numerous enemy archetypes on the battlefield, each with specific strengths and weaknesses. We need to prepare accordingly.
You select your team.
Let's pick Bowser first. His huge health stats will allow him to sustain heavy damage.
You check another character's powers and stats.
Rabbid Rosalina's signature technique will be key to neutralize enemies while the other heroes focus on the Darkmist Eyes. We'll keep Mario in the team to take advantage of his great mobility skills.
Attack demos play.
Now, the sparks. There are dozens of sparks you can pair with your heroes. They will grant elemental damage, resistances, help control the battlefield, and much more. Ethering will help Rabbid Rosalina getting behind enemy lines to wreak havoc.
The mission starts as Mario and Ethering jump over crates on the train.
We're done prepping, so now is the time to fight. Let's activate Mario's Spark Aquanox to gain additional splash damage. Thanks to the splash effect, Mario can push the Oozer out of the train, while he destroys the electric barrel with his second attack.
Mario collects items from the barrels. You switch characters.
Rabbid Rosalina can finish the Oozer off.
Rabbid Rosalina knocks the Oozer off the train with a kaboomer attack.
While Bowser takes advantage of the large attack radius of his bazooka to destroy two Darkness Eyes at the same time.
An enemy appears from a portal.
Fast forward. New enemies are spawning behind us.
The enemy hits Bowser with a projectile.
We must get rid of them quickly.
An Oozer appears from the portal. It attacks Rabbid Rosalina.
Let's use Mario's Spark Glitter to lure those enemies out into the open before triggering Mario's signature ability, Hero Sight.
Mario lures the enemies inside a purple energy field. He bumps into the Oozers, then hides behind a crate and activates his hero power.
Let's go!
Mario twirls dual blasters and crosses them over his chest.
It's time for Bowser to get his revenge.
Beepo carries Bowser.
His landing damage ability, combined with the devastating power of Zephyr Break, his Shockwave Spark, and Mario's Support Fire, will make short work of this group of enemies.
A Shockwave Gust attack defeats multiple enemies.
Teamwork and synergies are key to gain the upper hand in battle.
Items are collected.
Now that the back of the train is clear, we must reach the locomotive to destroy the Darkness Eyes on the Wiggler's back. This won't be easy, as the lone wolves will react by shooting any moving hero coming into range.
One of the wolves fires a projectile.
They inflict heavy damage to Bowser. Thankfully, Exosphere, his shield spark, absorbs some of the damage. Brute Force won't make it here. It's time for a stealthy move with Rabbid Rosalina.
Ethering turns Rabbid Rosalina invisible.
Her spark, Ethering, can turn her invisible, allowing her to approach the lone wolf safely. Now that we are close to them, we can use her signature technique and neutralize them momentarily.
Rabbid Rosalina immobilizes all the lone wolves. Mario catches a ride from Beepo.
This will allow Mario to approach safely and focus on the Darkness Eyes.
You choose the dual slinger attack and Mario shoots two Darkness Eyes on the Wiggler's back.
A few more turns have passed. Only two Darkness Eyes remain, but new powerful enemies have spawned, and even Bowser cannot withstand their powerful attacks. We have only two heroes left, and the last Darkness Eyes are far out of attack range.
Mario rides with Beepo.
But Mario can count on his iconic stomp attack and jump from one enemy to the other before delivering the final blow.
He travels down the train and shoots the last two Darkness Eyes with his dual slinger attack. The Wiggler turns yellow again.
This is it. The Wiggler is defeated, and our heroes can resume their journey. I hope you enjoyed this very special battle. That's all for now.
Elsewhere, Davide stands by an animated crab.
I hope you also enjoyed seeing an old friend from Nintendo in there. This was only a first taste of our new take on combat. It has intuitive gameplay with huge tactical possibilities. Thanks to the multiple combination of sparks and ingredients available in the game, anyone can create combos as marvelous as they are powerful. The release is almost there, and we are hard at work to polish our game and deliver the best Mario + Rabbids experience on October 20. We cannot wait for you all to discover this brand new adventure. And that's not all. We have one more big thing to reveal. This cosmic journey will not stop at launch. We have so many wild ideas that we want to explore in the coming year. It is a bit early to announce all of it, but I couldn't resist to give you a small peek at what is to come. Our post-launch plans include 3 DLCs, and the third one will even introduce a new special playable hero. For me, as a creator, and for many at the studio, it's a dream come true to have him going in an adventure with our dear Rabbids heroes. I hope you will like the biggest surprise of our season pass. Thank you.
Davide bows. The tops of multiple Rabbid heads are seen in space. A crown sits on Rabbid Peach's head. 2 Rabbids bump into each other. In the lineup of Rabbids, one character sticks out with long, spiky blonde hair. Purple light glows above the spiky blonde hair.
Oh yeah!
Words appear. Mario + Rabbids Sparks of Hope, starring Rayman in a new DLC adventure with the Rabbids.
Back in the studio.
I love the Rabbids and I love the world of Mario, and I'm so glad to see them teaming up once again. Davide is so passionate about what he creates, and I can't wait to play as Rayman on my team in this new DLC adventure.
If you like what you just saw and want to dive into the conversations online, just use #UbiForward. It's up there on the screen.
The host's point.
Now, back in July, we revealed the new direction of Skull and Bones. And since then, the team at Ubisoft Singapore has been hard at work getting the game ready for launch.
Let's take a deep dive into the world of Skull and Bones.
The Ubisoft logo turns gold, then disappears under ocean waves. A pirate ship sails toward a sunny horizon.
The end of the 17th century, when ruthless corporations ruled the seas with an iron fist.
Molten gold flows down a cannon barrel.
They ignited a battle for global supremacy to dominate the world's most valuable trade routes.
A globe of the earth rotates.
A flood of exotic goods from the Indian Ocean stormed the west.
Red wine overflows a glass,
creating new addictions and a violent race for control.
It spills onto a cargo hold.
And where there's blood, there are predators.
A bird's eye view shows pirate ships sailing through a valley.
Labelled as enemies of all mankind.
Blood drips on paper.
This new breed of pirates will show no mercy.
A crew hangs from rafters below deck. Ships sail through a storm.
Sailing through dangerous waters, they created secret trading networks and built their pirate empires.
Sharks swim.
But they were always on the edge of losing it all.
A warehouse is filled with cargo.
And sinking to the depths as Skull and Bones.
Words appear. Skull and Bones, a Ubisoft original. A yellow X appears under a skull. A woman stands on an animated ship docked in a harbour. Caption, Elizabeth Pellin.
Will you sink to the bottom or climb to the very top? In the dangerous world of Skull and Bones, everything around you is either your prey or your downfall. This is where you and your friends will have an authentic pirate experience. In our game, as your infamy begins to spread across the Indian Ocean, you will gain access to your own pirate lair, known as the Helm. Here, you'll kickstart your ascent as a pirate kingpin by manufacturing and smuggling illegal and high-value goods to sell to the highest bidder. No longer taking orders from other pirates, you'll now be the one calling the shots. But with all the riches now for you taking, you'll also have more to lose. So beware, the vultures are circling, biding their time to strike you down. Will you fend off pirate rogues, eyeing your cargo as you extract your contraband, or undone rivals who want a piece of your pie? Maybe you'll plunder forts for their stockpiles and flood the black markets, or even go on treasure hunts to dig up valuable hidden stashes. We've been gathering your feedbacks through our insider programs and other channels. It's an ongoing process that helps us shape Skull and Bones. Here is what some of our participants have to say about the program.
Greetings, pirates. Captain Flint here.
My name's Sam, more commonly known as Mr. Stainless.
I'm Brilldane.
I'm Fuzzyball.
My name is Spamos. My name's Hippo TC.
My name is Mixelplix.
This is Veledron.
Charging Charlie.
Crispy Tater Tot here.
I joined the Skull and Bones Insider program back in 2021.
I've actually been part of the Insider program ever since its inception.
I've sailed, plundered, and pillaged my way through multiple testing and feedback sessions.
The play tests that I've been doing have been a lot of fun.
One of the things that I enjoy about it the most is streamlined feedback, actually reaching the developers.
The developers are passionate about this game.
I get to connect with other gamers who are just as passionate and excited about Skull and Bones as I am.
Happy to see the game being revealed again.
I'm so excited. We're just months away.
I look forward to seeing your sales out there.
I truly think there's something for everyone, so I'm really eager to see all the polished and final versions of things brought into the game.
I just can't wait to sail the Indian Ocean.
And I'm really looking forward to seeing all of you out on the high seas, be it friend or foe.
Words appear. Skull and Bones Insider Program. Become an insider now. Sign up at skullandbonesgame.com/insider program.
A pirate's work is never done. As your fleet grows, so will our game. As in the pirate tales of old, you will always find a ship at the center of the story. One so terrifying that most will flee on sight. That is what we want for our pirates. Your ship is your entire world. It is where your success will be decided and how you will be recognized. In Skull and Bones, to build a unique ship that inspires fear onto your enemies, there are 3 steps. Step 1. Pick your weapons and ammo. This will make or break your battles. From piercing ammo that ignores armor and causes flooding, to tearing ammo that rips your enemy sails apart, slowing them down for an easy kill, my favorite is crushing as it deals a devastating blow to most armor. Step 2. Choose your armor. With our game's weapon counter system, there will be an armor that can counter each damage type. That's how we keep tension high at sea. Lastly, it's the look of your ship. Put on your scariest war paint and head out with a ship that is instantly recognizable. Making this quick adjustment will transform you from sneaky smuggler to hard-hitting hunters or swift traders. Now, when you are out in the open sea, it's always best to have a friend or two to watch your back. In our PvVP world, you can choose to switch off PvP to prevent any friendly fire as well. Lastly, our game will be crossplay at launch, so you can pirate with your friends no matter what platform they are on. Until then, bon voyage, and see you all soon on the seas of Skull and Bones.
This could be the greatest heist ever.
Cutscenes play. Words appear. Equip your weapons. Cannon styles are toggled. A spiked bolt is loaded into a ballista, then fires.
And you, Cully, will play the villain.
Projectiles rip through a ship's hull. A ship departs from an island. Words appear. Customize your playstyle.
Ready your ship.
Sail styles, hull armor, and figurehead customizations flash.
Gird your loins.
Master your ship.
And seize that fucking convoy!
A cannon is angled high and fires. Elsewhere, a fortress fires a cannon at invading ships.
Destiny is calling.
Rule the seas.
And our names are on her lips.
Battles rage at sea. Torpedoes strike a ship flees while others sink. Skull and Bones, pre-order available November 8th. Available for PlayStation, Xbox, Stadia, Luna, and PC.
Back in the studio.
Oof, Neelam, I can't wait to get in my own pirate ship, explore the Indian Ocean, and hunt you down and steal all your loot.
Gee, I love you too.
It's out of love. It's out of love.
Skull and Bones were released this year on Xbox Series, PS5, and PC. All right, we're on to the next title.
Riders Republic is our massively multiplayer outdoor sports game where players mountain bike, snowboard, ski, and wingsuit in epic races and awesome freestyle events. But you know what, Neelam? Just when you thought it couldn't get any better, we've added an exciting piece of new content. Take a look at this.
Words appear. The Ridge TV, a montage of BMX riders on a trail, climbing a roof, hopping a fence, and cruising down a laneway.
The lace lady travel with grace, baby.
The food truck sits amongst others at a rider's hub on a mountain plateau. A boy joins other riders who watch a giant screen playing trick highlights. Words appear on the screen. BMX is coming to the Republic. Riders start down a winding desert road. Words appear over a warehouse inside of a BMX park. New playground, Area 51. Riders leap between huge satellite dishes lining a red rock mountain range. An alien mural. New career. Hovering over a park, a UFO fires a tractor beam. A montage of riders busting tricks over various obstacles. A Red Bull logo. New tricks. A rider flips his bike away from himself in midair, then pulls it back before landing. Others grind stair rails. New gear and outfits. A rider flickers as they appear with new clothing and bike options. Words appear as brand names pop up across the park. New sponsors and more. Riders catwalk and jump over parked cars. They launch out of a pool surrounded by a mountain lodge. Words appear as snowboarders grind rails and heel flip jumps riding bindingless trail boards. What? Season 4 Freestyling, available September 14th. Play free now. Learn more at ridersrepublic.com/playfree. Riders Republic, a Ubisoft original.
In the studio,
Riders Republic Season 4 and the BMX add-on launches in just 4 days on September 14th. And guess what? You can play Riders Republic for free on all platforms. Details are below.
Now it's time to put the spotlight on one of our most successful online action role-playing games.
Yep, it's time to catch up on the world of Tom Clancy's The Division.
A woman stands on the sand.
Hello everyone, I'm Daria Ilina, community developer for Tom Clancy The Division 2. After more than 3 years, Tom Clancy The Division 2 is still releasing new content, and we have exciting times ahead. To recap, Season 9 Hidden Alliance brought you so much more than just a continuation of the story. We introduced Countdown, an all-new 8-player PvE endgame mode, plus the brand new progression feature Expertise, giving you new ways to progress your agent and further increase build variety and viability. And it's not over. The Division 2 is scheduled to receive 2 more major updates this year, Season 10 and Season 11. You will be able to enjoy Season 10 price power in just a few days. It will introduce additional difficulty modes for Countdown to push your squad to the limit, add an array of long-awaited quality of life changes, and set you on the path to uncover the growing alliance between Natalia Sokolova and General Anderson. And when it comes to ensuring your agent looks the best for the new Manhunt, we've got you covered. Shape Paragon and Dark Path April events are packed with a variety of new outfits and vanity to give your agent a unique look. To close out 2022 for The Division 2, Season 11 will continue the Division story, not only introducing new Manhunt targets, but also some familiar faces and a new ally. It will also feature a brand new PvE mode, expanding the variety of activities and playability in the game. We'll share more details about all these features later this year. Now we want to reiterate our commitment to the long-term future of The Division 2. Which is fully supported by our talented developers from Ubisoft teams across the globe. With this in mind, we're happy to announce that we are committed to and have started working on The Division Year 5. The future is bright for The Division 2 and for the Division franchise as a whole. Now I'll hand over to Carrie to introduce you to Tom Clancy The Division's Heartland.
Over the last few years, the team at Red Storm Entertainment has been hard at work creating an all-new experience set in the world of The Division. You've already rebuilt operations in Manhattan, you've responded to the call in Washington, D.C., and now you're needed in the small town of Silver Creek, right in the heartland of America. Today, we're excited to share a first look at the game and some updates from our studio. Here's our creative director, Keith Evans, to tell you a little bit on what to expect in the Division Heartland.
A montage shows Heartland animations.
Hey everyone, we're so excited to show you Heartland, an all-new standalone adventure in the Division universe. The teams poured their heart into this game, and we can't wait to share it with you. Welcome to Silver Creek.
Animations show an urban landscape.
I'm Keith Evans, creative director in Heartland at Red Storm Entertainment. We've been involved here at Red Storm with the Division going back before the first game launched. Our partnership with Massive Entertainment made some games that we love. We're so excited to bring something new to fans of the franchise. Heartland's a free-to-play survival action shooter set in the Division universe that features streamlined survival gameplay and a beautiful new world to explore. You play as a Division agent, given the task of protecting Silver Creek, a small town in Middle America, from enemy factions, rogue agents, and a deadly contamination. This game ties directly into the timeline and introduces all new characters and storylines to the franchise. Heartland feels fresh and distinct while still feeling at home alongside the other amazing games in this universe. We can't wait to have you join us in Silver Creek.
A video game character wears futuristic armor. Words appear. Tom Clancy's The Division Heartland, a Ubisoft original.
Follow the official Division social channels to learn more about the journey the team has taken and the important role of player feedback in the evolution of the Heartland experience. And register now for upcoming tests at thedivisionheartland.com. Finally, a few weeks ago, we welcomed a new entrance in the Division franchise on mobile, the Division Resurgence. This new opus brings the acclaimed AAA experience to mobile with the addition of a new storyline, factions, and much more. The team is hard at work preparing what comes next, so it is our great pleasure to be able to give you an update on the game. We wanted to take a moment to thank everyone who has participated in the closed alpha, playing solo or cooperating with others to complete a taste of the game's unique campaign and open world activities.
Your feedback has been priceless as we keep fine-tuning and improving the game. Today, we're happy to announce that a closed beta test is coming this fall. This will be an opportunity to play the iconic conflict PvP modes and for the first time on mobile, the Dark Zone.
We leave you with a look at the trailer.
Words appear. Game engine footage. Snow blankets abandoned vehicles and road blockades. Words appear. Ubisoft. Enter the Dark Zone on mobile. Logo, Ubisoft. Title, Tom Clancy's The Division Resurgence. Enter the Dark Zone on mobile. 3 agents in leather jackets wear backpacks. They grip high-powered assault rifles as they approach a metal door. An intense multiplayer experience. They don gas masks. A man checks his wristwatch. The clock is ticking. A glowing digital timer counts down from 20 minutes. On a downtown street, massive quarantine sheets billow. Guards in hazmat suits and masks patrol the area with assault rifles. The 3 agents take cover as a guard spots them. A gun battle ensues. A small steel ball rolls between the guards and explodes. Grab what you can. The timer reads 9 minutes, 35 seconds. A guard with a flamethrower saunters down a dim corridor. The agents remain out of sight. As the guard turns, one of them opens fire. Later, they scurry past the guard's motionless body. In an alley, a female agent releases a glowing drone. It fires at the advancing enemy. Get out if you can. The timer reads 2 minutes, 10 seconds. Now, the woman sends an orange flare skyward. Trust no one. The timer reads 35 seconds. The agent with the wristwatch shoulders his assault rifle while his 2 companions hold a rope dangling from a rescue helicopter. Next, he aims a handgun at their backs. Cut to black. The wristwatch lies broken on the ground. Tom Clancy's The Division Resurgence. Register now for closed beta at thedivisionresurgence.com.
We're super excited to see the Dark Zone coming to mobile. If you want to get a chance to test it out, don't forget to register now on the Resurgence website.
Oof, I want that sweet, sweet multiplayer action in the palm of my hands.
Speaking of which, there's another iconic multiplayer game that was recently announced, Rainbow Six Mobile. Let's take a quick look at what the dev team have in store for us following their successful closed alpha test.
Words appear. Likely mature 17+, may contain content inappropriate for children. Rainbow Six Mobile, pre-beta stage, in-engine cinematics. A Ubisoft original. In a city, armored vehicles sit outside a columned stone building. Inside, a dark-haired woman with a face painted like a skeleton aims an automatic rifle. A man wearing a helmet sticks an explosive to a metal door. In an office, a tactical team waits behind barbed wire and mobile cover. Outside, another tactical team approaches the building with raised rifles. A man arms an explosive on an exterior door, then slides out a pin. The tactical team waits at the ready. A black-haired man wearing goggles squeezes a detonator. Words appear, calling all operators. Closed beta, fall 2022. A bearded, brown-haired man.
Hello, everyone. I'm Justin Swan, Creative Director of Rainbow Six Mobile. It's been a big, exciting year for our game, with the worldwide announcement and our first closed alpha taking place earlier this year. It was amazing finally getting to see how our players and community reacted to the game, and we couldn't be happier with the initial feedback. Rainbow Six Mobile is a free-to-play game designed from the ground up specifically for mobile devices. When we started production, our objective was crystal clear: to bring the Rainbow Six universe to the mobile platform and allow more people than ever before from all around the world to enjoy this competitive, tactical, and team-based FPS experience. Our mission is to develop the best Rainbow Six experience possible on mobile, and we can only do that with your help. The dev team and I first want to thank our community for all your support and feedback during our closed alpha. We took that feedback to heart, and we've made many improvements. And it's not just the core gameplay, but our menu systems and user experience, matchmaking and round-to-round flow, and many other adjustments that will improve the overall experience, all thanks to you. And now, today, I'm very happy to announce that we are entering a new phase for Rainbow Six Mobile, the beta test. The closed beta starts this Monday, September 12th. And the good news is that Android users can still pre-register on Google Play for a chance to participate. Just a quick note for our iOS users, don't worry, we are working hard on our iOS version, and you will hear from us in the near future for upcoming tests. So, what can you expect to see in the game during the beta test? Our biggest addition is the first stage of our operator unlock and progression system. This means daily challenges to complete, a ticket system to play with and unlock your operators, and even a battle pass to progress through. On top of that, we have some great graphical and gameplay improvements, social features like voice chat and persistent teams, and a more streamlined menu flow. You will also be able to compete in 3 iconic Rainbow Six maps: Bank, Border, and the newly added Clubhouse. Keep in mind, this is still a work-in-progress version of the game. Graphic quality and content are much improved from our alpha test, but still not final. As we continue along this exciting road to release, we must move forward alongside you, our players and fans. We believe this is the only way to deliver the best game experience possible, and we are dedicated to developing Rainbow Six Mobile in as transparent and collaborative way as possible with our players. Now, you may be wondering in which countries the closed beta will be available starting this Monday. Well, you'll find the answers in this next video. Thank you for all your support, and see you in the closed beta.
Rainbow Six Mobile, pre-beta stage. Gameplay footage, quality not final. At a compound, a squad aims their guns. Words appear, a Ubisoft original. A woman controls a recon drone.
It's the time for everything.
The drone's feed glitches, then reads jammed as it enters the server room. A man shoots the drone with a shotgun. Ready to breach. A montage of squads readying themselves. A team breaches a rundown building. The team takes out enemies as they move from room to room. A brunette woman explodes as she hits a trip laser. Operators reinforce doors and windows. Doors erupt as a hand squeezes a detonator. Hunt down your target. Defend every inch. An operator drops through a floor behind a man, then opens fire. Who will win the battle? Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Mobile, a Ubisoft original. Closed beta starts on September 12th in USA, Brazil, Canada, Philippines, Mexico, Singapore, and India. Pre-register now for a chance to play the beta. Pre-register on Google Play.
Back in the studio.
The Rainbow Six Mobile closed beta starts on September 12th.
Here at Ubisoft, we're developing some world-class partnerships with some very big players in the industry. Here to tell you a little bit more about it is a very special guest.
Elsewhere.
Hi, I'm Mike Perdue from Netflix. As you know, we've started to offer a selection of mobile games on our service. And today, I'm excited to announce our partnership with Ubisoft to continue bringing great games for players all around the world. Over the next few years, not 1, not 2, but 3 games from Ubisoft's most beloved franchises will become exclusively available to Netflix members. The first game is Valiant Hearts 2, a sequel to the award-winning first game, directed by the original core team and available to play in January 2023. Next up, the second installment of Mythic Quest, also coming to Netflix in 2023. And last, but certainly not least, fans of Assassin's Creed will be able to immerse themselves in the Assassin's Creed universe through both a live-action series and an original mobile game. We'll be sharing more details on each of these titles as we get closer to launch. The games will be ads-free with no in-app purchases, and you'll find them on the Netflix mobile app. Thank you to the Ubisoft team for their partnership, and we're looking forward to bringing these great games to existing and new fans alike.
Back in the studio,
Ubisoft and Netflix, now that's something to celebrate.
And speaking of having something to celebrate, the next project shows how video games have grown. We don't just play them, we make movies based on them, and sometimes TV shows about making them.
And on that note, let's take a sneak peek at Season 3 of Mythic Quest.
Hello, everyone at Ubisoft Forward. I'm Rob McElhenney, writer, co-creator, and star of Mythic Quest on Apple TV+. For those of you who've seen the show, we can't wait for you to watch Season 3. For those of you who haven't seen Mythic Quest, this is the series for you. It's a show about a fake gaming company making a fake game, but produced by a real gaming company that makes real game elements for our fake game. Not to mention, we have actors like Ashley Birch, who are real gaming professionals, even though they play fake characters.
He looks up, squinting.
You know what? Why don't you just watch this teaser for Season 3? It'll explain everything a lot better than I just did. And in case you're wondering, no, you don't need any new gear to watch Apple TV+. You can literally watch it on the same gaming console you play on. Hope you enjoy.
He smiles and points. Words appear. Previously on Mythic Quest.
This is where the magic happens. This is my legacy.
Our legacy.
Our legacy, whatever.
It's not my legacy.
Where are we with the expansion?
Let's just be reasonable adults.
No.
Something bad is gonna happen.
We'll get you into programming school.
Local. MQ will pay for it. I think I gotta go to Berkeley.
Yeah, that's impossible.
No more Mr. Nice Guy. Go ahead and cuff me.
Oh my God!
Did I miss something?
We're leaving you and Mythic Quest.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Yes.
Words appear. Got it? A checkmark appears in a box.
Now,
Ian and Poppy.
let's talk about our future.
People clap. They stand in a stark white office. This is my dream!
Yes.
We really did it!
Yes.
We just made $50 million!
No,
What?
we're not gonna take the money.
No. Poppy staggers into a chair at a black desk and looks up mournfully at Ian.
Yes.
Brad in cuffs.
I'm glad you're back. You know, as janitor, I see a lot of things, but you have nothing to worry about. There's nothing like strange or nefarious going on.
Rachel screams.
And even if there was, you'd never know it.
Sorry, wait, what?
Are you into the metaverse?
Hell yeah. Rachel fist bumps Ian.
Poppy, where are you?
A white hallway.
You're the one that didn't want lines anywhere in the office.
Lines are so Web 1. You don't want to be in Web 1, do you? You gotta think big.
At a computer, she stuffs glowing candies into her mouth.
Hey, Pop.
Can everyone stop sneaking up on me?
I've been standing here alone for the last 20 minutes.
Joe sniffs a game tester.
We're explorers.
They drive over cars and a tank.
Innovators.
David.
So sus.
Creators. Doesn't matter what I believe about myself.
Joe high-fives David.
What matters is what you believe about yourself.
This is the air of Brittlesby.
David looks for the door on a white wall.
Where's the buttons? Hello? No buttons anywhere. Help!
Trapped in a pure white hallway. Hands in pockets.
Every morning there's a halo. Pretty good. Every morning there's a halo.
Title in metallic letters, Mythic Quest Season 3, Apple TV+, coming this fall.
In the studio,
I really love Mythic Quest. I'm so happy the show got renewed for a Season 3.
Same here. Whether you've played every Ubisoft game in existence or more of a casual fan, there's something for everyone here at Ubisoft Forward.
Which brings us to a very special offer that we definitely haven't referenced before. Check this out.
logo, Ubisoft.
What if we told you that Ubisoft makes the games you know and love?
Gameplay footage is shown.
And that's only the beginning of so much more. It is all the Assassin's Creed titles. Even
assassins attack enemies.
Jump into competitive shooters to test your skills and your patience. Team up for co-op and tactical games where the only way forward is together.
Soldiers fire.
Question your definition of good and evil with some of the greatest villains in game.
Anton Castillo puffs smoke.
Plan, build, and create new worlds with Anno and the Settlers. Game night? You don't have to worry about tables being flipped.
Mr. Monopoly sees a city in chaos.
Need an adrenaline rush? No need for tickets or insurance here. And you thought Ubisoft only made open worlds?
Various game cutscenes play.
And guess what? Try it all for free starting now until October 10th. Hours and hours of gameplay and more being added every month with indie games and Skull and Bones available day one. Ubisoft Plus is available on PC, laptop, and mobile devices. Try it now for free at ubisoftplus.com.
Back in the studio.
What an offer. A free 1-month trial to Ubisoft Plus where you can enjoy playing some of our best games. Details, as always, are below.
Neelam, you could fit a lot of free games in a 1 month.
You sure can, so be sure to sign up right now. Next up, we have an update that I know Trackmania fans are going to be excited about.
We think you're really going to like this next trailer. Check it out.
The words "a Ubisoft original" appear over a graphic of golden light trails. A race car driver wearing a helmet and racing gear strides out of a glowing white light into a showroom. Stadium cars that resemble sleek Formula One race cars are parked in the dim light. The roof hatch on a red vehicle glides open. The driver slides into its black leather seat. Spotlights shine on him as he adjusts his console.
Ladies and gentlemen, the race is about to begin!
The vehicle rises on a platform toward a hatch in the ceiling. Its rear lights come on and its spoiler expands.
Welcome to the Trackmania show!
The platform ascends through the ceiling to the stadium starting line. Neon lights reflect the driver's helmet. It reads Nadeo. The go sign turns green and the race car speeds down the winding track. From the driver's point of view, the dash speedometer rises above 450 miles per hour. The car hurtles around bends and up inclines, past colorful neon lights, flying off a ramp and enters a dark tunnel that leads to the stadium. Everything goes black. The title, Trackmania, and the Trackmania logo skid to a stop in bright white lettering. Car sparks flash in the darkness, then words appear. Welcome to the club. Coming early 2023 on consoles and cloud platforms. Play it day one with Ubisoft Plus. Trackmania.com.
In the studio.
Hello everyone. I'm Augustin De Vita, producer on Trackmania at Ubisoft Nadeo.
He stands in the desert.
To the excitement of its 10 million fans, Trackmania is back on consoles and streaming platforms early 2023. And the first bit of good news is that crossplay and cross-progression will be available across all platforms. PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series, Stadia, and Luna.
Augustin clasps his hands.
Trackmania is free to play with no microtransaction, but we do offer 2 premium access that unlock even more social and community features. You will still experience that same adrenaline rush on extraordinary tracks, be it solo or online with hundreds of live opponents. We have lots of features to keep you racing. There's a new seasonal official campaign every 3 months, esports events like the Cup of the Day with thousands of players, the Track of the Day which highlights our players' creativity, and you can team up with your friends to play in the Royal or Ranked game modes. And that's not all. Trackmania is the best place for creators to unlock their full imagination, with its industry-leading and powerful track editor featuring thousands of blocks and items. After its PC launch 2 years ago, the game is stronger than ever, with 280,000 tracks created by players worldwide. The great news is that these tracks will be available from day one on the console and cloud versions. With Trackmania Clubs, we are offering deep social features within the game, with car skin customization, private rooms, as well as campaigns and competitions organized by the players for the players. We're looking forward to reuniting the complete Trackmania community in one single world, no matter where and how you play, starting early 2023. Welcome to the club.
Yusuf and Neelam.
I love me some Trackmania. I can't wait to hop online and play against all my friends.
I'm sure the both of you will have a great time.
Well, that was unnecessary. Moving on, let's jam out to our next release.
It's for Rockmisth Plus, right?
Oh, it sure is, Neelam. If you've ever dreamed of learning the guitar, Rockmisth Plus is for you.
A fast-paced montage shows guitarists practicing, playing, and performing at home. Words appear, Rockmisth Plus. Over 10 years ago, Rockmisth started as a self-learner revolution teaching guitar and bass to millions. Are you ready to learn what's next? Introducing Rockmisth Plus, now live. Thousands of new songs today, new songs every month. New and improved adaptive difficulty evolves as you grow, so you can learn at your own pace. A user navigates through the animated screens. Now number icons appear on the 6 lines that represent the strings on a guitar neck as it slides down the screen. Play wired or play wireless, where and when you want. Guitarists strum at home, outside, and in studios. Get unlimited access to guitar learning with Rockmisth Plus, as low as $8.33 a month. Subscribe now at GetRocksmith.com, Ubisoft.
Back in the studio.
Neelam, I've always wanted to learn how to play the guitar, and I feel like Rockmisth Plus is the perfect tool to get me started.
Well, if you're going to learn guitar, you should also practice your dance moves.
You mean these dance moves?
Yusuf shifts his feet and rolls his fists.
How could I forget? Well, for those of you who like tearing it up on the dance floor like Yusuf, our next game is right up your alley. This year, get ready to step into a new era of Just Dance. Let's check out all the exciting surprises the team's been working on.
In an apartment, friends watch an animated dancer with bright blue skin on a screen. On the sofa, a woman beams. The dancer wears a crown and purple outfit. He bobbles a glowing ball. Popping out of the screen, it rolls across the floor and goes dark. The woman picks it up and stands. The dancer reaches out of the screen and smiles. She holds the ball out. It becomes a glittering disco ball as he touches it. Now the woman has become an animated version of herself in a colorful outfit. The dancer and the woman soar through outer space in a glowing tube of light and animated images. The tube leads to a planet covered in gigantic skyscrapers that pulse to the music. Words appear. Can't stop this feeling. In an animated laundromat, they perform a dance routine on the checkered floor tiles.
I got this feeling inside my bones. It goes electric wavy when I
Now they dance on an iceberg.
'Cause I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet. I feel that hot blood in my body. So don't
Now, soaring through space on a triangular platform, they hold hands and dance.
nowhere to hide when I'm getting you close. When we move, well, you already know. So just imagine.
On a tropical beach, they dance near a tiki bar. Now they dance near a subway train. A giant animated cat astronaut floats overhead. In a desert landscape, they perform a synchronized routine with 4 other dancers. The cat floats through the sky on a giant whale. They strike poses.
Hello everyone, I'm Claire Bourgne and I'm the senior producer on Just Dance.
And I am Matthew Tompkinson, creative director.
Over the past decade, Just Dance has become a fan favorite around the world. Whether it offers you an instant mood boost, a sense of community, a creative outlet, or a way to stay active, dancing is a form of expression that speaks to everyone. With this in mind, our passionate team has been hard at work on the latest installment to bring you even more ways to dance.
This year, Just Dance offers a renewed experience with a new art direction, user interface, and an optimized recommendation system that finds playlists and songs that fit your every mood. We also invite you to discover brand new characters and follow them into immersive stories across rich visual and musical universes inspired by the latest hits and all-time classics.
The game is live at heart, and it will continue to evolve throughout the year with new songs, new game modes, season, and much more. There is always something exciting happening in Just Dance.
For starters, for the first time ever in Just Dance, you can enjoy the new online multiplayer experience that will allow you to dance with whoever you want, no matter where they are. With this feature, you can create private groups of up to 6 people for online dance sessions. Let's check out this new mode together. Here is the new homepage of Just Dance, where you can discover all the activities the game has to offer. Let's welcome our Just Dancers.
Dancers are on screens.
Hello, everyone. As you can see, you will be able to group with your friends, interact with them with our new sticker system, and pick the songs you want to party along. Okay, let's jump into the song If You Want to Party.
A split screen shows the central Just Dance animated avatars alongside the real dancers in their homes. The avatars mimic the movements of the dancers. Above each character, grades appear, including OK, Super, and Good.
Just dance. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Gotta move your body. Gotta move so you can dance. Hey!
Great job, everyone. Let's take a look at the scores. And the winner is Elena. Well done, Elena. The new score results screen features the new detailed dancer cards. Of course, you will be able to personalize your own.
Thanks everyone for joining this session, the first one of many more to come.
The Dancer's Wave.
When you enter Just Dance, you will always have someone to play with, as you will join one united community gathered at the same place. We can't wait for you to get your hands on the game. We'll leave you with the first glimpse of some of the amazing songs of this year in the Just Dance 2023 edition. Goodbye.
Bye.
A montage shows the animated settings for Just Dance, including the tiki bar and a packed discotheque. In a desert, a dancer floats on a platform past waterfalls and flowers. Next, in a palatial dining room, a woman in a leather bodysuit, fishnet stockings, and bridal veil dances on the table. A man in a red velvet suit dances for fans on a red carpet. Solo dancers in personalized outfits perform a variety of dances. A Ubisoft original, Just Dance 2023 edition. Discover a never-ending party experience. Pre-order available now.
Any excuse, huh?
I mean, well, it's called Just Dance for a reason. Personally, I can't wait to play with all my friends around the world. And yes, Neelam, I have friends around the world.
Anyway, Just Dance 2023 edition launches this holiday season, allowing you to finally dance with your friends wherever they are on the planet. As you might know, 15 years ago, we released a game that changed the world of video games.
With Assassin's Creed, we introduced a new gaming universe capable of transporting you back to the Crusades, as Altair took assassinations to the next level. And now, thanks to you, 15 years later, the brand is more alive than ever.
This is why we created a deep dive into the world of Assassin's Creed, to show you where the brand is going in the future. And we even have several surprises and announcements for you.
And now, who better to introduce a showcase like this than our CEO, Yves Guillemot.
Logo, Ubisoft. At Ubisoft, a grey-haired Yves descends stairs wearing a light blue collared shirt and dark pants.
Hello everyone, and thank you for joining us for this edition of Ubisoft Forward. I would like to congratulate all Ubisoft teams around the world for their tremendous work bringing these incredible games to life. And to all the players watching us, thank you for the passion you have for our games. Creating memorable and unique experiences is what drives us every day. Speaking of passion for games, we are celebrating 15 years since the first Assassin's Creed. Altair, Ezio, Arno, Bayek, Cassandra, Eivor, many of you have lived memorable moments with these characters, making history your playground, learning, challenging yourself, and most importantly, having fun. With your support, Assassin's Creed went beyond a collection of games. It helped shape the face of the video game industry and became an inspiration for players and developers around the world. And now, let's see what's next for this fantastic universe.
Words appear. Assassin's Creed 2022 Showcase. Star-like particles back words that read, Ubisoft presents. The glowing stardust surrounds statuesque Assassin's Creed characters from throughout the ages. Clad in golden attire, iconic characters wield various weapons, including the notorious hidden blades. They face one another in rows leading to a lone assassin with outstretched arms. Words appear beneath the golden 15-year anniversary logo. Leap into history.
Are you ready for this?
A montage plays.
Of course you are. Come on, don't be shy.
On a battlefield.
Don't let a fancy suit impress you.
Eivor then Cassandra fight.
Don't let 1,000 fancy suits impress you.
In Egypt, an arrow rewinds through combat.
Be the thorn in history's side.
The arrow returns to Bayek's bow. On board a ship, a captain fires a pistol.
Choose the greatest enemies. The captain.
Kenway trips him.
Sorry, mate.
In a columned hall.
The emperor.
An emperor, then aristocrat.
The boss's boss. And make even greater friends.
Unfinished Mona Lisa.
Leonardo.
On an island.
Don't just pick a fight.
Edward Kenway, then Anno Dorian.
Start a revolution.
Evie Fry sits perched on top of the Elizabeth Tower.
Get the bigger picture.
She leaps off of it with spread arms.
Go too far.
She morphs into Bayek.
Go too fast.
He slides down a pyramid.
Face the invisible.
Cassandra on board a ship in a storm.
The impossible.
Eivor faces an inferno.
The unspeakable.
Assassin's Creed characters stand in a row on the edge of a rooftop.
Welcome to the greatest playground.
They leap off.
History.
Words appear. Leap into history. Logo. Assassin's Creed 15th anniversary. Join the celebration. Try for free with Ubisoft Plus. 2 people in a study.
Hello everybody and welcome along to the first ever Assassin's Creed showcase. It is time to leap into history. I'm Danny Wallace here in our top secret hideout where I'll be bringing you some sneak peeks, special guests and sharing some very exciting updates on all things Assassin's Creed. You will not want to miss this. Today I am joined by a true expert, Assassin's Creed's senior community developer, Ubisoft's own Alice Terrett. Welcome to the show. Alice, can you believe it's been 15 years?
Thank you so much, Danny. I cannot believe it's been 15 years.
It's a series very close to my heart because I'm in it. I'm lucky enough to voice Sean Hastings, who first appeared back in Assassin's Creed 2. Now, Sean sounds exactly like me, which may give you a clue as to the limits of my acting range. This year, we are celebrating 15 years since the release of the first Assassin's Creed.
It's been an amazing journey with our community that started back on the rooftops of the Holy Land. It has taken us to the Italian Renaissance, into the center of revolutionary wars, to ancient worlds, and to many incredible places in between. We've met unforgettable characters and been to breathtaking locations, allowing you to leap into history and relive pivotal moments from our past. It's been a phenomenal 15 years, and we are so glad that you came along for the ride.
Assassin's Creed logos flash to the golden anniversary logo.
For the 15-year anniversary of Assassin's Creed, we want to truly celebrate with you, our community. We know that you've been dying to find out what's next for Assassin's Creed, and so...
just on that point, it does sound a lot like you're about to announce a new game or something. And
I am about to announce a new game.
I just thought it'd be nice, seeing as I'm here.
So anyways, it's time to discover what we've been crafting in the shadows.
I hope you brought a trailer at least.
I have. Roll the trailer.
The Assassin's Creed logo over past characters. A snake flicks its tongue as a leather boot steps past it up stone steps. A bearded, dark-haired man removes a hood. He is in a columned cavern. A secret ceremony.
Are you ready to give up who you once thought you were?
I am.
A Ubisoft original. A hand runs along an ornate carpet. Beardless, the dark-haired man moves through a bustling bazaar. Vendors bargain. Tea is poured.
Ready to sacrifice everything you held close?
I am.
A dark-haired woman stares. A merchant bumps a vendor. The dark-haired man snatches a coin purse from the vendor's waist, but guards pursue him. At the ceremony.
Are you ready to leave your life behind and walk the path of shadows?
I am.
The dark-haired man takes a heated blade. In ancient Baghdad, he flees the guards through a darkened tunnel. He pulls a market stall down behind him, tripping a guard. A guard swings a sword at the dark-haired man as he tries to climb a city wall, but falls to the ground. The guard backhands him as others surround him. 2 of the 3 guards drop to the ground with knives protruding from their backs. A hooded dark-haired assassin swings down from the scaffolding, taking out the remaining guard.
Then, out of the dark, you will come into the light.
In a darkened tower, he appears bearded and wearing an assassin's hood as she helps him up. He blocks her blade as she swings at him. They block and duck one another's blows out onto scaffolding surrounding the unfinished tower. He pursues her to an edge. He smirks, then lunges. She twists behind him, then pushes him over the edge.
And from the light,
in the ceremony,
you will return to the dark.
She covers embers. He lowers the heated blade over his left hand. She gazes towards him. He grimaces. He clutches his hand.
Never forget the tenets you have sworn to uphold.
Standing on a tower, he overlooks sprawling Baghdad. Soldiers escort a nobleman past beggars.
Stay your blade from the flesh of the innocent.
Missing a ring finger, the dark-haired man reaches out.
Hide in plain sight.
He impales 3 soldiers with a hidden blade.
Never compromise the Brotherhood.
The nobleman points as his soldiers charge at the dark-haired man, who throws a smoke bomb. The air fills with red smoke, then fades to reveal the dark-haired man as he kills 2 more men. Soldiers chase after him. He glances at a hawk flying overhead, then climbs onto a rooftop. A soldier collapses from poisonous gas. 2 remaining soldiers rush the nobleman down an alley to a courtyard. A soldier hurls flaming material from a fire at the assassin, who dodges it. The assassin uses the second soldier as a human shield before stabbing the first.
From this day forward,
The nobleman tries to flee.
you are a hidden one.
The dark-haired man drops down in front of the nobleman, who swings a knife wildly. The nobleman checks his waist as the assassin throws a golden mask to the ground. He hurls sand back at the assassin, who ducks it. The assassin twists behind him, then puts a blade to his neck. Title: Assassin's Creed Mirage. In a realm of shadows, the assassin looks up from the nobleman. Wreathed in grey smoke, a ghoulish creature stares back at him. In the study.
Well, will you look at that? Assassin's Creed Mirage, everybody. And here to tell us more, it is Ubisoft Bordeaux's narrative director, Sarah Beaulieu. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Sarah, we just had a little glimpse of Mirage. What can you tell us about this latest and very special Assassin's Creed adventure?
Well, indeed, it is special. We go back to the roots of the series. It's been 15 years, as you know, and we wanted to go back to the action-adventure game that you know, narrative-driven game. We've been focusing on stealth, parkour, and, of course, assassinations.
Now, I've been playing a lot of Valhalla recently, and from watching that trailer, I couldn't help but notice Basim.
Yes, you're right. It's Basim. It's 20 years before Valhalla, so it's a young Basim that is going to be coming from a street thief to a master assassin.
Oh, fantastic. And so where does his kind of adventure begin?
Well, it begins in Baghdad. It's the beautiful, magnificent, vibrant city of Baghdad that you're going to roam through the game. And it's a very dense city where you're going to meet a lot of different people.
That's amazing. I know our community is going to be very excited to explore Baghdad. So, Sarah, what can you tell us that makes Mirage special to you specifically?
Well, to me, obviously, it's all about the story. So, as you saw, we have a couple of charismatic characters. Starting from Basim. So Basim is our lead character. We do have Russian that you spotted in the trailer. She's Basim's mentor. We also have a lot of historical characters, like in every Assassin's Creed, so political leaders, for example, but not just. We do have a couple of very, very interesting characters in there.
Well, what a setting and what history to get your teeth into, but we're obviously about exclusives here. Have you got any more?
Yes, I do.
Good.
Did you recognize the voice from the trailer?
I did, actually. Yes. Can I reveal it? Can I reveal the exclusive?
Yeah, if you know.
It was the Emmy-winning actress, wasn't it? Shorey Aghdashloo.
It was.
It was.
Yeah, you got it right.
Good.
Yeah, we're thrilled to have her in the cast. She's going to be portraying Russian. So she's going to be the voice of Basim's mentor that you saw in the trailer, actually. And the whole team is very, very glad to have her on board.
She is fantastic.
Yeah,
such a recognisable voice, which is why I recognised it, of course.
Well, and we were lucky enough to catch up with Shorey earlier, and she had this very special message.
Hello, everyone. I am Shorey Aghdashloo, and I'm thrilled to announce that I will be voicing Roshan, Basim's mentor in Assassin's Creed Mirage. When Ubisoft approached me to voice this character, I was immediately seduced by Roshan's strong personality and her backstory. She's a true warrior who fights for justice and protects her fellow hidden ones at all costs. She is loyal and honest, but keeps her former self behind a shroud of mystery. And of course, the fact that she is a mature woman from Persian origins made her resonate even more with my own story and background. Playing such a character is a unique opportunity that I could not miss. I hope you will love her as much as I do. It's a real pleasure for me to collaborate with the Assassin's Creed brand and play one of the main characters in such an anticipated new game. I am wishing you all a happy AC 15th anniversary. Thank you all. Yours, sincerely, Shorey Aghdashloo.
In the study.
What a nice message. What a recognisable voice as well, just instantly. And she seems thrilled to be part of this.
Yeah, I think she is, really.
That's good. A welcome addition to the Assassin's Creed world. So, finally, obviously the question everyone wants to know, when can we get our hands on Mirage?
Assassin's Creed Mirage is going to be available in 2023.
And if you pre-order now, you also get the exclusive 40 Thieves side quest. But it's not all. We also have a collector's case available for pre-order as well. It includes a figurine of Basim and other exclusive surprises that you will love. Thank you, Sarah, for being with us today.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you very much. Yes, it looks fantastic. Right. We'll be dropping more exclusive news from the world of Assassin's Creed very shortly, but first we wanted to celebrate the last 15 years of Assassin's Creed with you. Let's remind ourselves of some of the highlights and, of course, the impact of this groundbreaking series.
Out of the dark, you come into the light. From the light, you will return to the dark.
A montage of Assassin's Creed events. At an event, fans dressed in AC cosplay.
Are you prepared to travel the Eagle's path?
Clips of cinematics.
Welcome aboard. It's prizes, plunder and adventure ahead.
Fans game at an Assassin's Creed Origins event. Yves poses with a bearded man.
We are all different, but our creed will unify us.
A montage of cinematics, gameplay, cosplayers doing parkour in an urban setting, and Ubisoft events.
Do you regret your decision to live as an assassin for so long?
Flash to various assassins.
I do not remember making that decision. This life, it chose me.
A fan dressed as Cleopatra appears. Cosplayers mirror the in-game characters. A montage of fan and conceptual AC art.
What is a man but the sum of his memories? We are the stories we live, the tales we tell ourselves.
A cosplay assassin scowls.
Gentlemen, as is custom among our kind, we do not plunge headlong into folly on the orders of a single madman, but act according to our own collective madness.
Fans cheer in a packed auditorium.
From darkness we have come, and in darkness we shall stay. We are the Hidden Ones.
A hooded assassin rushes towards Gallows. A streamer wipes a teary eye as he games. A cosplayer flashes a peace sign. A gamer smiles. An assassin shields their face in a blizzard. Two men pose for a selfie.
It is a good life we lead, brother.
The best. They never change.
Individual clips from past Ubisoft Assassin's Creed events join to form a mosaic behind the golden AC anniversary logo. Words appear. Thank you for 15 incredible years together.
Well, so many memories there. Makes me want to jump back in and just play through the whole series again.
Well, Danny, to continue the celebrations, we also have a new documentary out today, which gives a behind-the-scenes look at the last 15 years of Assassin's Creed. Let's take a sneak peek.
Logo, Assassin's Creed. An assassin overlooks a Middle Eastern city.
For me, Assassin's Creed represents my whole video game in the career. It's really like where I learned my job, where I grew in my job.
Soldiers surround an assassin.
That was really the game that showed to me, hey, you gotta step it up, but like you gotta move on from the PS2, and I fell in love ever since.
Pour moi, dans l'univers du jeu vidéo, Assassin's Creed reste une licence extrêmement importante.
Assassin's Creed, especially in those early days, showing people what could be done in this kind of broad open space.
Just like climbing up things and just looking at this world and being like, oh wow, I've never done this in a video game before.
We're always looking for the next Assassin's Creed. No matter which one is your favorite, you'll always be tied to it because of just how connected they've kept you in from the beginning.
It's not just a game, it has a philosophy behind it.
It's a universe. It's not just a single setting in a single time, but it's different settings at different times. It's like a narrative universe that comes to life.
A 15-year AC logo, then words appear. Beyond the Creed. Beyond the Creed documentary. youtube.com/Ubisoft.
Well, that looks worth a watch to me. Where can we see it? Is it somewhere on the internet?
Yes, it will be on the internet. You can catch it on the Ubisoft and GTV YouTube channels, but don't go anywhere just yet.
No. So, back to business, and I've just finished the Dawn of Ragnarok expansion for Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I had a great time, but I would like some more.
Yep, that's one of our most ambitious expansions to date. But Danny, if you want more, I've got great news, as we have more content coming to Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
A man with white blonde hair.
Hello, everyone. I'm Gareth Glover, Game Director on Assassin's Creed Valhalla's post-launch. Since launch, we've continued to create new and exciting content for our community to enjoy. We've already released new game modes and activities into the world of Valhalla, such as River Raids, Tombs of the Fallen, Mastery Challenges, and more recently, the roguelite Forgotten Saga. Today, I'm excited to announce that in a few months' time, we will also be launching the last chapter. So let's take an exclusive first look.
On the banks of a river across from a Viking settlement, Eivor sits on a log.
Odin, I feel you close.
Odin joins her.
An uproar of memories, stretching far into the past. I have done all I can for my people. It is time to say goodbye and set forth for distant shores and new adventures.
Fascinating. Eivor grapples with Odin's memories in a way unfamiliar to me. Where will this new conflict take you, I wonder?
Eivor kneels perched on a rooftop. Time glitches as events reverse and people disappear. Reaching out, Eivor touches a blue glowing rune, then vanishes. A Ubisoft original, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, the last chapter.
The last chapter is a free quest arc, which nicely ties up some of the storylines established throughout the game. We'll see Eivor reunite with some key characters, including some influential historical ones. We can't wait for you to experience it. Back to you, Danny and Alice.
Danny, are you ready for some more exclusives?
No, I'm not. No, I'm a little overwhelmed already, but please go on.
Okay, well, our next guest can do just that. He's no stranger to the Assassin's Creed family, with a list of credits including creative director of Assassin's Creed Syndicate and producer of Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I'm, of course, talking about Marc Alexis Cote. Mac, thanks for joining us.
Well, thank you, Alice. It's great to be here, and I love what you've done with the place.
Thank you. So let's start with our community. Can you tell us what makes Assassin's Creed so beloved by our global community?
Well, at Ubisoft, our mission as a company, as expressed by Yves, is to enrich the lives of players. On Assassin's Creed, we have a very clear take on that mission. We want history to be everybody's playground as we immerse players into the richness of our shared past. What makes AC different, though, is this kind of unique mix between historical accuracy and contemporary codes like the Animus. And when you put all that together, it gives you the chance to embody iconic characters, to live powerful fantasies, all the while immersed in intriguing historical settings.
It's amazing. So how will Assassin's Creed evolve in the coming years?
Well, we're going to double down on our passion for history as we explore the past with courage. We strongly believe that history can be the most powerful and eye-opening source of entertainment. And our teams believe that history can help us better understand the world that we live in, as so many elements from the past still resonate with our present. But don't worry, we're going to keep telling grand epic stories so that viewers and players alike can feel the vertigo that only human history can bring.
I love the way you talk about history and about using history as a playground. What an incredible thing to be able to use history in this way. But what does this mean for fans going forward?
Well, we want our passion for history to fuel the expansion of the franchise into new territories. So I'm very happy to announce today our very first open world Assassin's Creed game for mobile. It will feature all the iconic Assassin's Creed gameplay, but optimized for an experience on touch controls. And I just can't wait to tell you more about the story and the setting.
Let's take a look at the trailer.
Words appear, captured in engine. Words appear as a hawk soars over a fortified city. Ancient China, 215 BCE. Trees of vibrant yellows, reds, and greens dot a rolling landscape beyond the walls. The hawk turns, then tucks its wings closer to its body as it passes a tower. It swoops low over a section of mud clay huts and shacks in the corner of the city. It veers up, then speeds towards watchtowers on top of a snow-patched hill. The hawk banks away, A dark-haired assassin crouches on a wooden beam protruding from the battlements. He stays completely still, head bowed. He is silhouetted against the bright blue sky, high above the landscape. He looks up from under his hood, then leaps into the air. The Jade AC logo glows green. Assassin's Creed, codename Jade. Coming soon to mobile.
Well, look at that. A brand new Assassin's Creed game set in China. It looks amazing. Matt, can you tell us a little bit more about the features?
Well, for the first time in our open world games, you can create your own character. You'll get the chance to do things like parkour atop the Great Wall of China, sneak through bustling cities, engage in intense combat, and discover the secrets of vastness of ancient China.
Well, that leads me to my next question. So, Mac, many of us know that a Netflix show is in development, and the community would like to know more. What else can you tell us?
Well, it's still early in development, but I can confirm that we are co-developing the Netflix series with Ubisoft Film and Television, Netflix, obviously, and an insanely talented showrunner, Jeb Stewart. It's going to be an epic, genre-bending, live-action adaptation of our video game series. But that's not the only thing we have in development with Netflix. We also have a new mobile game in development for their platform.
Wow. So you're doing quite a lot with Netflix. And just out of interest, there's no reason for me to ask this. This is just curious. A lot of people probably want to know who is the casting director for that?
Well, why do you want to know?
No, I'm just a lot of people have been tweeting in about that.
Well, we'll put his name on screen.
I'll talk to you after about that. In the meantime, let's take a look at the wider world of Assassin's Creed.
A woman playing a harp. Caption: live concert. Assassin's Creed Symphonic Adventure. Art book: The Making of Assassin's Creed, 15th Anniversary. A dark-haired ancient Egyptian AC character holding a cobra. Figurine: Amunet. Podcast: Echoes of History, inspired by Assassin's Creed, a Ubisoft original. A book appears. Novel: The Magus Conspiracy. Webtoon: Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag webtoon sequel.
Well, the wider world of Assassin's Creed there. And look, we've had a lot of surprises today. I think that's fair to say. But in the grand tradition of surprises, Mac, I think you might have saved the biggest one for last.
Well, Danny, that's right. Believe it or not, I've got more things to show to you. So how about we take a leap of faith into the future together?
Let's take a look.
Words appear near glowing white orbs. Animus initializing. Building DNA database. Synchronizing memory. Within an orb, a glowing sun hangs low on a red horizon. Birds ascend into the sky beyond an ancient feudal Japanese city. A ninja-like assassin leaps onto a tiled rooftop with a sword. They reveal a hidden blade before black smoke envelops them. A crimson AC logo appears. Codename Red.
Well, I think that's what you call big news, isn't it? I mean, there's a lot of stuff in there that I think, from your point of view, certainly the community, the fans have been asking for a long time. So, Mac, tell us more.
Well, this is Codename Red, our next premium flagship title and the future of our open world RPG games on Assassin's Creed. It is being developed by Ubisoft Quebec, the studio behind Assassin's Creed Odyssey, under the creative direction of Jonathan Dumont. It will let players explore one of their most awaited settings ever on the franchise, feudal Japan, and they'll live a very powerful shinobi fantasy.
I mean, people have been waiting for this for a long time, haven't they?
Yes, they have.
Well, they certainly have, and now you brought it to them.
It's amazing.
Which is good, and you're slightly cruel in that you're teasing me with it. I very much want that. You mentioned some of the other studios. What's Montreal up to right now?
Well, we have our veteran team behind Assassin's Creed Valhalla in Montreal, the birthplace of Assassin's Creed, who's been hard at work on a new flagship title as well. It is being led by creative director Clint Hawking and is a very different type of Assassin's Creed game.
And I believe you may have brought us something that we can watch now. Yes, here it is.
Words appear near glowing white orbs. Animus initializing. Building DNA database. Synchronizing memory. Within an orb, a dark and gloomy forest. Wilted leaves float down between bare branches. Strung down from a branch, twigs bound together in the shape of an A dangles over a glowing light. The A appears as an AC logo over an octagram. Assassin's Creed, codename Hexe.
Well, the surprises just keep on coming. What can you tell us about this project?
Well, this is Codename Hexe, and I can't wait for our fans to tear apart that trailer and find out all its secrets.
Yeah, absolutely, and work out the code name. You guys have always got code names for stuff. There was it a year ago? There was Codename Infinity. Where are you with that?
Well, that's a great question, Danny, and I'm happy to give you a little bit more about Project Infinity today. Infinity is not a game per se. It's going to be the single entry point for our fans into the Assassin's Creed franchise into the future.
So are you saying that players will be able to explore their very own animus, kind of like a time machine?
Exactly, Alice. Infinity is going to be a hub that will unite all our different experiences and our players together in meaningful ways.
So, obviously that begs the question, if you're connecting players and there's more than one player, a lot of people will be thinking, are we talking multiplayer?
Well, Danny, it seems we can't hide anything from you.
You can't.
So we're actually investigating how we will bring back standalone multiplayer experiences into the Assassin's Creed universe, all connected to the Infinity Hub.
Well, it sounds extraordinary. You must have a nap at some point because you've all been very, very busy. So our thanks, Mac. Some major new developments there, and I'm sure everyone at home can't wait to get involved. Thank you for joining us today and sharing all this incredibly exciting news.
Well, thank you, Danny. Thank you, Alice. It's been a pleasure to be here and to be finally able to share all these great things that we have coming for our fans.
So, to sum up, there are a lot of exciting things to look forward to. Let's remind ourselves of everything you can expect from now onwards.
This year, we will see the release of the last chapter to Eivor's story in Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Then in 2023, we'll see the release of the next big title, Assassin's Creed Mirage, set in Baghdad and following the story of Basim from street thief to master assassin.
Then it's time for the long-awaited setting of feudal Japan with Assassin's Creed Codename Red. And as Mac announced, there will also be a very different type of experience with Assassin's Creed Codename Hexe.
And in the coming years, we'll see the launch of the new platform, Assassin's Creed Infinity, connecting players to the games in a whole new way.
But that's not all. We'll also see the launch of our first open-world game for mobile with Assassin's Creed Codename Jade. And of course, the release of our live-action series in partnership with Netflix.
So, loads to come. But that, my friends, I'm afraid, is all we have time for today in this very special Assassin's Creed Anniversary Showcase. Now, before I get too comfortable in our hideout and end up slipping into my Ezio cosplay as normal, I just want to thank everyone for joining us today and making this first ever showcase so special. Plus, of course, a big thank you to our guests. And I shouldn't do this, Alice, but, you know, in the spirit of wrapping up, what's the one thing you're most looking forward to?
That's a very tricky question. We've seen so many amazing things. I'm going to pick a few.
Okay.
I will choose Mirage, the Netflix series, and also Feudal Japan. Is that okay?
That's fine.
Great. And for all of you at home, remember that you can pre-order Mirage now. In the meantime, you can jump back into Valhalla to prepare for Eivor's last chapter.
Which is exactly, Alice, what I'm going to do while we pass back to Ubisoft Forward. We will see you next time. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
In the studio.
Neil, that was one hell of a show.
You can say that again.
That was one hell of a show.
Well, that does it for this edition of Ubisoft Forward. We hope you enjoyed it. Yusuf, what are you looking forward to playing?
You know, we covered so many great games today. Can't wait to play them all.
Well, if you need a reminder of all the upcoming games featured today, head to our website at ubisoft.com. And remember to grab that free month of Ubisoft Plus. You won't want to miss it.
Thank you all for watching around the globe.
We'll see you next time. Bye.
Neelam and Yusuf share popcorn and wave. A driver sits in a car. An assassin perches on a lookout. Ships sail a stormy sea. Mario rides a train. A driver revs his engines. A rabbit DJs. Pirate captain stands atop a cliff. Two ships fire cannonballs at each other. Bikers do flips in an empty pool, then traverse a course of satellite dishes. Rabbi Luigi screams. Players face off in Brawlhalla. Cars speed down courses and tracks. A rocket is loaded into a launcher and fires. Operatives wearing masks wield guns. One sets up a barricade. Dancers fly through a digital portal. Another dancer performs. An assassin swings from a pulley and lands on an enemy's back. Players strum along to songs on guitars. A ship sails into an island's port. A drone fires on enemies from above. A warrior splits his enemy's head in half. An assassin dodges a firebomb and uses an enemy as a shield. In slow motion, he stabs an enemy with a hidden blade.